guys, it's April and I got two puppies here with me today. They are going to help me with this mid-month wrap-up, which is just a tiny mid-month wrap-up. I'm actually thinking about the possibility of going back to just a monthly wrap-up because my reading has been a lot slower than it normally has been. So that might be a thing, but at the same time, I really truly enjoy doing the mid-month wrap-up because it allows me the time to talk about things like the Get Graphic With It readathon that is coming up that I'm helping to host, which if you haven't heard about it, I highly suggest that you go check it out. I will link up above and down below all of the information. You should check it out because there is going to be a giveaway. 3 people will be getting $20 gift cards to Book Depository. So if you like books, if you like reading, I highly recommend that you join this readathon. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a host, but I am saying that because I'm a host. Shameless plug. So beyond that little tidbit of news, all I've got is 3 books that I want to talk to you about today. And of course, Albus here is he's just gonna stare at me as I do all of this, so this is gonna be a little awkward. You're so awkward. The first book I want to talk about is Rose Daughter by Robin McKinley. I did this as a buddy read with Shay over at Shay Geeks Out. If you haven't checked her out yet, highly recommend that you do. I will leave the information down below. And so I did a reread of this. She'd never read it before. It was fun seeing this book from someone who hadn't picked it up before. Going back to reading this one now, I think I like it even more than I did the first time around. Now this is just a straight up Beauty and the Beast retelling. It is very traditional in that sense. It has Beauty, it has the Beast, and it follows that whole story arc. But what Robin McKinley adds to this story here is a lot of beautiful imagery. And then the characters that she starts to develop and just how much depth she starts to give things. I really like this retelling of Beauty and the Beast. And of course, I continued on with my Read Tortall read along with Terrier by Tamora Pierce. This is a reread for me, which is why I am doing all of the Tortall books in the first place, is because I just wanted to get back into that world and to meet all of these characters. And this one is about Becca Cooper, which is a precursor to the whole Alana series, but she wrote it after the Alana series, so you get a lot more depth in this story. Becca Cooper is training to be a provost guard. She at this point is in the puppy stage where she's just starting to learn her trade, but she has some of these interesting abilities to hear the dead and just get down and dirty because of where her origins come from, that I really like the character of Becca Cooper. She's this oddly shy public speaker, but she can just kick ass and haul names. It's amazing. I love the range of this character and I really like this series. There's also Pounce that I just pounce. Pounce takes this story to a whole new level and I love it. I have done a full review over this book, so as always I will link it everywhere that I can link things. And last but not least, I picked up Their Fractured Light by Amie Kaufman and Meagan Spooner. This is the last book in the Starbound series. This takes everything that has happened in the previous 2 books. It gloms all of those couples together, it gloms that storyline together, and it starts to explain everything that is going on with things that I don't want to spoil. And here everything comes to head and then you just get to see the fate of the universe as these guys know it. Now I maybe like this book a little more than I like the other books, but overall I was kind of underwhelmed by this whole series in general. There are times where I really truly love sci-fi tropes, and when they're done really well, I love them a lot. But here it just felt very standard with the sci-fi tropes. It didn't bring me anything really crazy or something for me to grasp onto. A lot of the couples and everything that happen in these stories are very insta-lovey, even though they try not to be, and I think I'm just in a place where I didn't connect with the characters as well as I would have if I were younger. I can see myself adoring this series if I was in high school because it has some of the things that I absolutely love. But right now in my life, where I'm at, it's an okay series, but I'm not overwhelmed. So those are the books that I have read for the first half of this month. Probably gonna do something similar for the last half of the month. I'm going to have my Get Graphic With It TBR up hopefully very soon, so you get to see all the kinds of graphic stuff that I'm choosing to read for this readathon. It's gonna be good. I might be going a little bit overboard with the whole thing. Tell me down below if you have read any of these books or what you're currently reading or what really good books that you have just finished. Tell me down below, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.